and welcome back to the Corrupted Harmony. And, well, our pretty big, our decently sized party has come down to 2 people now. So, do we have any words from you guys that you want to say?
I'm ready to cry.
I'm sure we're perfectly capable in taking the encounters that are probably meant for like double our team size.
And our CR.
Yeah, that
I am so sorry for
that
what is to come.
Banshee finna come out crazy.
I'm ready to die.
But I believe that we'll at least try and do something. We'll achieve some sort
Yes.
of fucking result.
We'll see how well that goes. But we will attempt.
All we're doing is fighting goblins, right? What's the worst that can happen?
Well, goblinoids.
Rightfully plays in the background.
Maniacal laughter in the background. Asshole.
The absolute fool. He agreed to the papers.
Potato is disappointed by this outcome.
Yeah, I'm also rather uh disencouraged. But we're on a pseudo clock. We don't want to be near here. It was a fog, right? Or was it mist? Or is there even a real difference in that?
The original description was a fog that rolled in from one direction, went the other. I can just went
Yeah.
past through the other direction.
And went to the goblins. Hence why we were like, all right, we're gonna go check on them.
Goblins are strange. Potato believes this.
Not exactly sure what we're going to expect from them, but
It depends on what kind of goblin we meet. There are big goblins. There are skinny red goblins, and then we have the green goblins.
but doesn't do us much good just staying around here.
This is true.
So off we go. Unless you have some preparations you'd like to perform.
Potato cannot prepare under these circumstances, as things are only going to get worse. Potato just wants to get it over with.
Potato do not have mage armor. But guess we're gonna start going there. I'd like to say we could try stealthily, but I don't think either of us really got the stealth capabilities.
Would I have any sort of idea on how goblins set up, considering my background? I'm an anthropologist. I study peoples and their living situations. So if I've ever been around goblins, I would probably have an idea on how their culture works, why they set up the way they do, sort of social structure, who makes the decisions. Yeah.
Ooh.
15. Potato has idea. Potato will lead to goblins. And then Potato will talk to goblins.
Going to try and talk it out. No, I'm not against that to say.
So this appears to be the plan.
But before they come in there, I want to give them a pat on the back. Well, not now, but once we're approaching close enough, I give them a pat on the back, and I'm not. I still see the docks.
That is a no from both of us.
All right, now we're on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a fork in the road. Uh, well, Potato be my guide, but as I am a frontliner, I'm not gonna stay too far behind him. Yeah,
If you have tokens set down, no, we cannot see them.
yeah.
Yep, I was just setting position.
Yeah.
Give me a sign. Potato believes it to be this way.
I'm no way an expert in this field, so
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am keeping eyes up and around, because having been around goblins, for the most part, they are ambush creatures, and bugbears are fucking big. So they're either gonna. So if we're walking into their house unannounced, they're either gonna ambush us, or we're gonna see a big motherfucker, probably like trying to hide behind a tree.
Following his lead, as I believe my character probably wouldn't know much about goblins, since most of the time he probably didn't leave town.
Potato.
I believe in.
I believe it, potato. That's a 4. Oh shit. So that would come down to my passive then, which is an 11. Still not good.
Wait, hold on. Would it?
Yes, if you fail a perception, if your perception you roll is below your passive, it defaults to your passive.
Where's the rule for that?
I could have swore it's stealth
I think
checks
that was
where
somebody
it's
that I
testing
think that was
passive
something that
perception.
somebody asked Jeremy Crawford. I may be misremembering something though. That's entirely possible. Either way, it's probably not high enough to fucking find a goblin. Bugbears, maybe with my passive.
Hold on.
So
Oh yeah. I get
I
it.
also looked up. It's according to this in a manual, not a in Lost Minds of Sandover. Yeah.
And over.
Yes, but no. It's you do the reverse of if it's the DC is the pass perception are lower, then they would have just passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Passive perception doesn't turn off, but it triggers first. The difference is passive perception usually will end up with like a little bit higher of a DC than actively looking for something. The DCs are different, but passive perception is always running against a passive DC. whereas active first, which is usually set either by a stealth roll or by circumstances. And then your active perception is if you're actually looking for something. Which, by the way, is the reason why most traps stay hidden until you roll perception to spot them, even though they say their DC is 5. It's because the passive perception to spot them is usually somewhere in the range of 30 to 40. So, in other words, they're pretty much impossible to spot unless you're looking for them. The moment you start looking for them, they become very obvious.
Unless you roll a 4.
Unless you roll a 4, yeah. So if you didn't see them with your passive and you only rolled a 4, you're fucked. Either that or else they're not there.
They're definitely not there. And that's what it means.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Square base man. Just you want to take a nice slow walk. He's definitely no marked squares.
Potato fell in hole despite not walking on the road.
How big hole?
It's 10 foot or deeper, then I'm probably fucked.
Ooh.
Remember, I'm a mage. Health is not my thing. What was that? I had to answer my phone.
It's not that deep.
How deep is it?
Yeah. Just big enough so he can't just like easily climb out or
Potato does not like this situation. Look for goblins. They must be here somewhere.
you sure we don't want to get you out of your current situation
I
first?
will get out of hole. You don't get ambushed.
Rolling it. Yeah, I know.
Oh, those are hobgoblins. No, those are regular goblins. I'm like, If those are Hobbs, I was going to fucking shit my pants.
This is where you prone and demand that they come to you, and you try and play out of their attack range. Depending on the number of them, I might be able to tank them. If they're melee, I have the best bet.
Goblins do not like melee because they are not great in
Yeah.
melee.
I mean, out of character, I'm pretty sure they get pack tactics or
No,
something
they do
akin to
not.
that. Is it sneak attack then? I know they get something stupid that just screws over early game like campaign. But
It's not that difficult to screw over early game. Yes. I look like a mage. I have the hat and everything. I got the hat. I got the robes. I absolutely like fucking hammed it up with it.
to be fair, I look like a person. I don't look like a combatant.
Me? Can they see me from there? That still raises the question of can they
Lucas,
see me from there?
Lucas, if they couldn't see you, they wouldn't be making the shots.
And I would also be prone.
So it'd be
That's
seven.
how you move just now.
Yeah, but I fell in a hole.
Fell.
Yeah.
Either
And
way, I
saw
still
you
think
move
one
after
hit.
you fell in the hole, Lucas.
No?
No. She told me right there that I fell in
Yeah,
the hole.
when you moved here.
So no, I have not moved yet.
Okay, fair.
I only take one short bow shot. It's a 17 and 11. The 11 does not hit. Ow. Potato does not like this situation.
Ow, you're Shiv. Come on, we need to roll high, and then this gets a lot easier. That ain't help. Oh no! Please botch your roll, goblins. Please.
The thing is, so long as I can see them, well, so long as they can see me, I can see them.
They've revealed themselves. I have some stupid stuff I can do. No. Who wanted to go first anyways? Go on, make your pot shots. Going first is overrated.
Send it.
Keep going. Oh,
9. Remember, I'm prone.
they have disadvantage as long as it's not melee, in which case the reverse is true. They get
And
advantage.
both of those missed. I do not take a hit.
Hell yeah.
No,
No,
I'm
it's
prone.
9. Disadvantage. You can take the lower of the two.
Yep. Because I'm
He's
prone,
prone.
ranged
He's
attacks
prone.
have disadvantage.
Yeah. That's an actual strat in 5e that when
Lucas,
you're fighting
not
bows,
ranged attacks from beyond 5 feet.
yeah.
If they were standing right next to you and shooting straight down at you, then yes, they would have the
That's disadvantage for being in melee though. But yes, if they had a crossbow expert.
Actually, no, Pacific, you do get disadvantage for shooting at someone within melee of you.
Yes,
It would go to
I'm
neutral.
aware.
They'd
The
get
point
advantage
is,
for
however,
you
though,
being
it
prone.
the point is, however, though, Lucas, it still does actually cancel out with the fact that you were prone to begin with. So
Those
no,
aren't close,
the
though.
prone is not because the prone does not do it because it's a ranged attack. It does it because it's outside 5 feet.
Yeah.
It's an important distinction.
For lances and things of that nature.
Either way, I am not hit.
Do you have any movement, or is it time for me to
You go
hopefully
next.
do something? All right. First things first. We're going to do a funny form of dread. Let me. What is level 5? Okay.
Who dat? It's Irons.
Mm-hmm.
Got 10 temp HP. And would there be a sort of blocking terrain for the tree? Since they weren't shooting at me, but for me to shoot at him, because I'm planning to Eldritch Blast it. I have like movement, so I don't want to be like, all right, I'll shoot him here if I can just like walk under him.
Hmm?
Because I would like to move to wherever is not going to have the sight restriction. So I'm fairly certain I could. Like it would be here. And the classic Eldritch Blast.
Blazed.
And since I've hit him with my thing, I would like to force him to make a wisdom saving throw. But I'd also like to pull him straight down from the tree.
What's happening here?
We've been ambushed.
Yeah.
Ambush.
Ooh.
Wasn't there more people for this game?
Originally.
Yeah.
Ah.
They do kind of have to show up, though, so.
But he is frightened.
I'm ready for the fun, because I don't have to stand up. Claude. Clothe. Did he die?
Yes, we just lost Claude, and now he's
God.
back.
Ah, my bad. I don't know what the hell happened. But the first well, I'm assuming you heard the grass of Hadar and all that. That pull him down and then blast him again. And then that's all I plan to do. Did it not show up? I'll just roll. You know, this is cruel and unusual. I'll take the one. I don't care. He's still frightened.
He's still poop pant. Alright, so I can only see this one now. I'm going to remain prone. But he's gonna have a bad time. Would you like to know why?
Magic
Fuck that
missile.
guy. He takes 3 magic missiles.
Magic missile. Imagine having to roll the hit.
It's an
Magic
auto
missile auto hits.
Wham, wham, wham.
Don't worry, you got this.
I wanted to talk to him, but fuck him. But fuck me, I guess. So now I'm gonna stand up and try to use my movement to get out of the hole.
You got half your movement remaining.
Yep. So it's
You know, I
I'm
think
gonna
our
go
strengths
roll,
are connected.
Well, I didn't take damage, so I'm happy. Oh, does that have me prone again as well? God damn it.
Just slides back down. Trying.
I cry all the time, so that's my turn.
You know, I'm really glad I didn't cast any of my spells because I thought about it.
I'm a wizard though, so I shit spells.
This guy got magic missile, yeah. No, he's just frightened. Feel free to run away, but I'll tell you, I got Eldritch Blast, buddy. Kind of hard. Jumps in the hole.
Now he's fucked up real bad.
Attack of opportunity. 'Cause I do have a melee weapon. He ain't ready for this. About to come out crazy. Where am I? I don't think it was. I'm not Hexblade. My weapon isn't helpful. I have that because I have Booming Blade.
An 8 misses.
With advantage. Outplayed. You see, we are simply constructed in a different manner than you are.
I just built different.
I believe he can repeat his. Yeah, he repeats his save at the end of. Oh no, he's just frightened until the end of my next turn, so he's no longer frightened. But to the top of the hole. Potato, you want to talk with him, right? Because since I've already burned a single use of it, I'm pretty sure I could get him to stop for a minute.
Potato would like to, yes.
And I would like to slide down next to him and attempt an intimidation. I don't think I get a benefit yet. I think I get one later. I'm just immune to frighten, and I frighten people when I beat them up. But intimidation check. Ha!
I think intimidation you can only try and
Sure.
counter, which is legitimately just don't get frightened, which is normally a wisdom check. Well, wisdom save.
Really up to you, but you know. Hey, I'm immune to the frighting. Woo! He rolled worse than I did! I want him to sit here for a minute and start talking before we start taking drastic measures.
Potato has questions.
Yeah.
Potato would like to know about the gas. about gas? No, the poison gas. Not stinky.
The-
Poison.
The mist.
Yes. Strange gas. Death gas. Bad gas.
Sick gas.
Potato would like to talk to your group about the gas. Do you have information on the gas? So coming out here is waste of time then? I'm gonna look at Claude's character, because I've yet to ask your name.
Jet. Maybe he's just a little grunt. I'm guessing. He's not told much. You got a
Goblins are smart and
caster of sort?
so name Grunt.
No, I didn't think it'd be that obvious.
Huh.
Kind of demeaning, but you know, guess it's just your culture. But Grunt, is there a big sort of caster kind of guy in your area, or
Do you have magic men like me?
yeah?
Medicine man? Shaman.
They're going everywhere.
Potion maker.
Potion seller.
Do you have potion maker? Heal juice. Rock juice. Fire juice. Many kinds of juice. Make you feel good. Many other things.
Mainly when you not feel good.
Potato would like to meet you.
You know.
We're just sitting here having a fucking conversation right now.
But do you want to keep questioning him, Potato, or
Potato has plenty of answers. Potato needs to meet higher ups. Why no? Can I meet higher up?
what if we're an insider?
Can you tell them Kobold would like to meet them? Kobold named Potato. There are more? Potato does not like this.
How long does cast this? Ooh, long time cast spell.
Potato is going to stick head over the edge of the pit. I probably have cover because I'm not fully exposed.
Poke ahead.
It's covering the fire.
Like, is it going over? Because what he's asking is like, since he's peeking, do they aim for his head as soon as he peeks?
Yeah, that's about par for the course for Potato at the moment.
Alright. Gotta stretch a bit. This is gonna solely be based on rolls, because I have a worse shot than you.
Potato does not want combat. Potato would like to talk. Stay in hole. You leave if we stay in hole. If we stay in hole, you leave. But why stay in hole? Whose hole is it anyway? Ah. Okay. Potato's just gonna slide back down. They go to get leader.
You know? I don't think fighting our way through him was gonna be a better option.
Potato just wants to talk. You bring leader?
Just like him. Exceptionally cheap in nature.
Hello.
Can't see the token if you place it down.
Potato would like to know if you know anybody that has eaten dog recently. No? Dog what? Our doggo was captured. Okay.
But you think dogs are cute, right? And currently, someone has hurted one. Or at least to our knowledge.
Potato would
You
like
want
to
cute things
ask.
to get hurt?
Potato has questions. What? Potato think. How? Potato need to think some more. Jet, you ask questions. Potato, think of some questions.
All right, gotcha. How's the weather treating you?
Do you know about gas? Not stinky gas, poison gas, bad gas, strange gas. Now, very confused and very concerned. They're getting something high off of that. Potato is slightly concerned by this. Potato now fears Chomper. So is it just strange gas then? Does anyone know more about gas?
Is Chomper like you, or
Chomper, Chomper sounds like pet. I am
not
good. And
personally, but you know?
I am going to like open my pack to like look through things so I can write notes about this. And my possum is sitting in there screaming. It is Bob. Bob always screaming. So which direction did gas go? That's right. I can play Cobalt. I can play third person Cobalt. It makes me feel slightly dumber, but
What about being potato made you feel smart?
the fact
His
that
higher
Potato has
intelligence
fucking
stat,
16 intelligence.
higher than my intelligence.
North, will you attack us if we go
We be full.
after gas? Okay, so we go find source of gas and then come back and tell you about gas.
To do what?
Goblin NPC.
Ah, that's why I didn't get ping. You know, something like that usually isn't sent in for intimidation. I mean that in the kindest of ways, and I'll explain later why. If they ever if they ever actually see it, I'll explain why it's not sent in for intimidation.
I'm staying like on the side of the road. Potato does not like trapped road.
You know, thought he was the
Bring my
expert,
foot
but you
down.
know, starting to have my doubts.
Gas is problem though. Yep. We're gonna follow the road until it goes north, because I'm not walking through the fucking water.
We could cut up here if it doesn't like hard shade the ponds. This.
The trees are speaking Goblinese.
Everyone gangster till the trees speak goblin.
And then you look at that one goblin named Bob who looks at the tree and bites his lip.
Eins, no.
It was on way to River Village. They trapped Doggo in Hull and then kidnapped Doggo. So Doggo live. We will. That is future problem.
But you know, it's slow and steady.
Yep.
Eventually, we'll make progress. You mind pointing out the holes so you don't like force you to repatch them up. It's like pull them literally every single step of the way. Uh,
Potato appreciate.
so if we go on road, we go to Champo, but we need to go north. You know? Do 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 do.
Define some. Is it just one or?
Damn. Oh, don't worry.
Fallen hole. Fallen hole.
All
Fallen
I'm
hole.
saying is, if stuff goes bad, it's objectively your fault, Potato. You rolled
If
an
stuff
E3.
goes bad, I blame Epi.
Hashtag blame Epi.
Wait. For which? Mm. God, you have so many things. There's Swamp 3. Ah.
I still have no idea if I'm gonna participate this session. I kind of just want to go fucking hang out in Nafi server.
And you'll be back in next session.
All right, I'm gonna go chill in
Like,
Nafi server.
guaranteed next session.
All right, I'm gonna go chill in Nafi's.
No, they don't need anything else added in. This is going to be fine. Now, please excuse me. I'm going to go get the popcorn ready.
Ooh.
Southern corner?
Here.
We going north?
Lucas, don't forget you're in a swamp. The paths constantly wind around. Even if you're going north, there are going to be parts where you have to head south. If only because it's practically impassable. And by practically, I mean you can try crossing there, but at significant risk to your own health and safety.
No. All I'm saying, we could turn around, Potato.
Potato does not like this. Potato is very uncomfortable by large bodies of water.
Well, the large body of water is scary. I'm more scared by the large bodies in the body of water.
Potato is uncomfortable.
You know, despite your previous failures, you are the professional. So, how do we go about this, Potato?
Potato does not specialize in animals.
Well, I would think you'd know at least a bit about how they raise their pets if they're at least like guard dogs
Pet who
or
is likely to eat goblin as enemy.
all right. So the turn and back option got a lot more appealing. I just want you to know that.
Potato is liking idea more.
I'm constantly glancing back at the large bodies. You know, the moment one of them moves, soon as one of them moves closer, I'm headed back. I don't care what you say, potato.
Potato is uncomfortable.
I'm not a strong boy, and nor am I aquatic. Uh,
And however, does not mean that they will not eat us.
what I'm feeling is like the moment we get into this impasse, we're just gonna get mobbed. You know,
Potato thinks we should find a different path.
yeah, we go back now. Oh.
So Potato is going to retrace Potato's steps.
Start backtracking. This ain't the right road. Do we go to the lower fork or do we go off road now?
We stay 2 roads. Off-road, bad. Off-road, very bad.
Well, on road looks really bad.
I swear to God, if I come across the same fucking road, I
Go
will
to the other
shit.
side of the map.
I will shit.
Alright, guys, place yourself at the bottom. I mean, this looks familiar. Thank God. Where are we starting?
What do I
Like,
have? Potato.
do we come in at the bottom down here, or
Up there?
yeah?
Probably a bit more of an even.
Hmm. How deep is the water? At least, like, visually. Um, hmm.
So, Potato might have idea. Potato is going to look for a branch of potato size or larger. But we have to get to that. Potato, not particularly.
Do I absolutely have? No, it is a creature. Never mind. So it's gonna ask if I could grasp a Hadar, the branch, closer, and just pull it toward. Hey, at least I don't think these ones can suplex me. But I might be wrong.
Potato's gonna look for snake holes. Or any sort of snakes in the water. Potato is uncomfortable. Probably. It's like, man, the situation got a lot trickier than I expected it to be.
Yeah. Like if we had a, the issue keeps arising. I'm like, if we get in a fight, a lot of things beat us.
A lot of things end our fucking miserable lives.
I'm like, I'll put the cautious shot. The moment I saw the crocodile on top, I was like, all right, even that's the only combatant. I think it wins. I'm betting my chips on him, not
I'm
me.
a small-sized creature.
Well, to start with, goblin ambush parties never communicate with prisoners. They, or even with people that they're attacking, they will attack, and if it looks bad, they'll run away. But they will not talk to the people that they're attacking because the whole point is they're going to kill you and take your shit, or they're just going to take you and take your shit. Secondly, goblin attack priorities. Even if it looks like they're a mage, most of the baseline goblins, while intelligent, don't target magic casters first. They only do that if no one's been trapped. What they do is they prioritize, they actually prioritize people who are not in traps first. So the fact that Lucas was at the bottom of that hole means that Claude would have gotten higher priority because he could actually reach them.
Yeah.
Rather than just assuming that Lucas was a magic caster.
Even though I very much looked the part.
Yeah, even though you very much looked the part, but you could have just been some random ass street magician for all that they knew. In which case, they would have wasted their time while while the other guy who could have ran up and actually hurt them was still out and about. Also, Paige, goblins, they love traps, but there's a very specific kind of trap that they use for road ambushes. Manual triggers. Their traps and road ambushes usually have like one or two that are weight sensitive and are specifically meant for something the size of a cart, which means that a normal person walking across it won't trigger it. And then they have other ones that they trigger themselves. And normally they'll wait until you're about in the middle of the trap field before they trigger it. Because they don't want someone falling in at the far end and then everyone else is just able to run away. Oh, and last but certainly not least, there were way too many goblins in that one ambush site for the actual size of the camp. Not to mention their leader would not have come out to speak with them. They wanted an audience, they could have gone to the camp in chains.
That's what I thought was gonna happen. And I was like, I don't know if we can take all of them.
Oh, and then there was one slight role-playing problem. Remember, Paige, goblins are intelligent. They only pretend to not be intelligent. They are perfectly capable of holding a completely normal conversation with no issues with their vocabulary. Even if Potato does have a weird way of talking. Goblins don't actually speak like that. They speak a lot like normal people. Oh, I should also point out, Paige, they wouldn't have kept the Hydra that far away from their base, from their base of operations. They'd usually keep them in a deep pit that they built their camp around, with a channel leading out that they would then herd it out of. That's usually the reason why you'll end up seeing some goblin villages have these weird setup where they have walls on the interior that are more substantial than the exterior ones. It's because they're keeping a dangerous creature somewhere near the center of their camp.
Because Big Boy is in the middle.
And the main reason for that is they can't afford to let those creatures just roam around freely, or else they'll pick off the ambushing parties. Lucas wasn't joking when he said that they're more, that they are just as likely to eat the goblins as they are to eat anyone else. But other than that, so far it's being handled well. I should probably point out that this is a swamp tribe, and most swamp tribes usually try and make use of diseases or poisons to supplement their arrows. Oh, that was it? Just an hour-long game followed by
Just giving us time to think about the situation.
All right.
Yeah, I think a lot of it arises from not having enough people to deal with a lot of encounters. We were probably going to see that